Hey, it's good to see you guys. Are you guys doing good? Yeah. Super. So basically, this is me. This guy has actually been with me since I was 10, 1980. So I thought I'm going to bring him here today to actually teach you some things. And I'm alive. That's not something that's so easy to understand when you talk about money and art in the same sentence. I've been doing that for many years. My background is actually, I'm a teacher, trained teacher, really trying to be a rock star back in the days in the States. I've been a festival manager for years. I run a management and artist development company. And I've been doing work for the Norwegian Art Council, spending your money on Norwegian art. And now I'm an investor. I've been working with a lot of visual artists and, of course, bands and artists, musical artists. And as you can see today, I'm going to be the face and the name of people who draw interesting drawings and have bad handwriting. So thank you. Artists these days are entrepreneurs. That's a fact. And this is what they look like. I'm not sure if they smoke that much anymore or wear top hats, but they have a right part of the brain and they have a left side of the brain. And I'm sure every one of you who's actually been dealing in art, brain surgeons and scientists, excuse me for this. But in my world, it's important to actually explain to the artist that left side of the brain in here actually takes care of the creative and the creativity. The right side actually should be the support structure. That should be the tools. That should be the box where you find whatever you need to bring art to life. And in my head, they communicate. And actually, it's quite interesting. When I move, they follow. It's quite nice. My goal has always been to prove to the artist, and this is very important, that when everything comes to the end, and in the end, art will always be the most important things. You can never jeopardize that. Hey, nice house. It's a model. I've been a teacher. I love to make models, teaching to the students. So I call this one, this is the House of Blues model. This is a typical Norwegian artist, and maybe it's a typical Norwegian entrepreneur. You start to build your house mid-air. That's quite impossible, actually. And it represents all the tools, all the structures, the strategies. That's where you start. And this has been important for me, working with artists, actually to prove that art is the foundation of whatever you do. If there's no foundation, no house. So you need to make sure the left side of your brain actually take care of the artistic project, and that's the foundation of everything you do. And then it makes sense to build your profession on top of that. So, financing. How do we finance this? This is very important. I think this is one of the most important and misunderstood parts of the Norwegian financial system, or the way we finance art. I never talk about support. I don't need support. Art does never need support. It needs investments. Support is always project-based. It's all about positioning ourselves. We're not equal. It's about power. It's very application-driven. You construct something because you want support. You do a report because you want support again. You want to reapply. It doesn't work. I mean, we're spending your money into the arts, and we're not handicapped. We need investments. I only talk about investments. Investments is based on trust. I trust you, you trust me. There's always a return on investment. There will be a dialogue. We work together. It's a partnership. Being a professional means it's business, not handicap. Being a business means that you need a plan, a business plan. Or sometimes I say, you need a plan for your career. It kind of makes it a bit easier to grasp. So these are some of the tools and some of the models that I actually use to sort of explain to the artists how we can bring business into what they do. And the fact is, if you actually if you earn 1 crown or $1, you're part of a system, you're part of an economy, and you have to deal with that. You know this guy, right, left brain, talk together. You seen this one? Art is the most important thing in your life. It needs to be good. You can't build a business out of nothing. The pyramid, the Cheops pyramid model. And for you out there who actually see the guy playing the violin on top, it's actually Ole Bull. He actually did that once. I'm trying to explain how do you go from being an amateur and actually, rise in the system and become an elite player where the money is actually okay. To do that, you need skills in branding. That's my aquarium model. You're trying to raise to the surface. The surface is kind of the break-even point. You've been investing a lot of time and energy, and then you fly into the sky where it's a healthy economy. You make a living. And this one is nice. That's the hipster curve. So it's easy. If you dress like this for 10 years, you're going to be hip every 10 years. It kind of saves you a lot of money, a lot of stress, and it's actually quite good for you. And then the income meter. This is important. When you talk to visual artists or musicians or bands, they have to define where are you on this meter? Are you in the R&D department? Are you doing research? Are you a scientist? Because then the government would probably, that's where the Art Council are not going to support you, but they're going to invest in you. Are you a commercial? Can you thrive and actually be a player in a commercial and traditional commercial market? That's to the right side. R&D needs investments. R&D represents innovation, and it needs money. So a question will be, who will do that? Who are the investors? It's actually you, guys. You invest. As private persons, you invest your time in music, go into openings. You invest money. You buy music, hopefully. You buy art. There's private investors like funds who invest in the business side of this, and also the public. Like I said, I'm not talking about support. I don't do that. I talk about investments. You got local government, you got regional government, you got national government, and international government. You have people investing, and we are all investors. So what should we expect? What kind of return can you guys expect? Can we expect from this? Artistic return. You invest to get knowledge back. You invest to get competence back. You want structure. You want ideas. You want financial return. And as an investor, you have to tell the investee what you expect in return. It's important for the artists to understand this. It's very important for the entrepreneurs to understand this. It's extremely important for the administrations out there to understand this, the government to understand this, and for you guys and me to understand this. To end this, I want to go back to where I started. Is it possible to talk about art and money without jeopardizing art itself? My answer is, of course, yes. We are in the emotional business. We sell emotional experiences and ideas. Our main goal is and will always be to give great emotional moments. Thank you.